What's up, everyone? Welcome to a video episode of Casually Kicking It. We haven't been on in a long time through the audio.
What's up?
Due to this corona situation. Everybody's quarantined at home, and hopefully everyone's doing well. How are you guys doing?
Feeling good,
Yeah,
bro.
baby.
Feeling very
Drinking my
good.
casually kicking the glass, dog. See that?
Hey!
It's not your glass, it's your koozie, homie.
Yeah, it's koozie.
Well, when I'm saying out of my glass, I gotta show you.
He's trying to market.
Oh, boo! Put that away! Put that away!
Don't be hating, guys.
Tom
Don't hate my guy.
Brady.
Tom Brady.
No, I know. No way. I'm not a Brady fan.
The Flakegate's coming to Tampa.
Who
I'm
called
not a
it?
Bucks fan,
Who called
bro.
it? Who
Call
called
what?
it? Then I call it.
I said that Brady was going to go to like a tropical climate. I know. I said that.
Florida's a tropical climate.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like,
he's old.
You
You
know,
know,
LA. What's that?
Yeah, man.
Hot.
Like, I remember
It could have been LA.
Me, Matt, and Ed were talking about this too. I remember I thought he was going to go to the Chargers because they were getting rid of Phillip Rivers, which he did go. But I didn't see Tampa being an option and all that. But Ed did ask Matt, so you telling me you wouldn't take Tom Brady? And Matt was like, no, I wouldn't talk him. And we were like, what? Well, I guess you have to go with that.
I wouldn't have took a Tom Brady. Like me personally.
Yeah, we know.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. You said you wouldn't have taken him. Me and Ed were like, how you not going to take Tom Brady?
Because I'm not going to. I wouldn't have took Tom Brady.
I think anybody who's
who would you take? You take Phillip Rivers over Tom Brady?
I probably would have took Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, whatever.
I would have. I would have took Cam Newton.
No. You guys don't even give enough time for Jameis Winston to throw the ball off. You're going to give enough time for Cam Newton to throw the ball off?
At least Cam Newton knows to run. Cam Newton said, hey, if I can't get the ball,
Cam Newton don't got the same wheels as Jameis Winston.
He ain't got to have the same wheels, just enough to get out the pocket and be like, hey, I'm not going to throw any interceptions.
Shut up, dude. It ain't working, bro.
I'm not going to throw INTs. I'm just going to run.
We don't even know if he's 100% healthy.
Outside of that, but if it was 100% healthy, that's different.
Cam Newton got a spare tire.
Look, man, but the thing is Tom Brady works efficient out of a quick offense and all that. So Tampa's gonna have to change that because with Winston, they took way too long to get the ball going. You know, with Brady, he's gonna try to get it out in 2 steps on the drawback. So y'all gonna have to improve that offense.
It would upgrade those wide receivers, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, everybody in fantasy football is clamoring fantasy
football.
That's what
I'm doing, too. You thought Godwin was a good one last year? Godwin's going to be a lot better this year.
Godwin is going to benefit more than Mike Evans because Mike Evans is like a long, deep threat and all that.
Slot, baby. He's the Edelman. He's the Edelman of it. He's the what's it called? Yeah, the Edelman.
You're quick guy. You're short. The slant receiver.
It's like Godwin all day, baby.
You guys forgot about.
Brady likes to get the ball out quick, so that's going to be
Godwin. Humphreys? Is it Humphreys?
No, he's not there anymore. But you forgot
Scotty Miller.
You forgot about Cameron Brate is going to be the next Gronk.
Oh, Cameron Brate. That's new Gronk.
No, OJ Howard's going to be the next Gronk.
OJ Howard's going to do good.
I don't think OJ's going to be Cameron Brate.
They're going to do the double tight end. Watch. They're going to go to double tight end next. Watch.
Yeah.
I formation all day.
Double tight. What? No.
Formation.
Brady and I formation? Not going to work, bro. It's got to be shotgun.
Yo, isn't this guy a free agent? Melvin Gordon or Gurley or one of those guys?
I think Melvin Gordon is under a contract. I don't know what the deal is.
No, Melvin Gordon was released.
Was he?
Yeah, Melvin Gordon
was released by the Chargers.
But he went to the Falcons. Yeah. Then he go to the Falcons. Who went to the Falcons?
Yeah, it's Todd Gurley.
Todd
Gurley.
Todd Gurley went to the Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
He got released by the Rams. And then,
yeah.
He should.
So if Melvin Gordon did go to, I didn't know about Gurley. I think
the situation with Melvin Gordon is the contract situation. And I don't know what the deal is there.
They got a good backup running back, so they can get rid of Mel Gordon.
They're talking about the possibility of the Chargers having a slight interest in Cam Newton, but as their starting quarterback right now is Tyrod Taylor.
I would start.
Hell no. I'll get Cam all day.
I heard they were out on. I heard they were out on Cam Newton, bro.
Well, see, the thing is nobody knows how healthy Cam Newton is, though.
Yeah.
True.
But you see him working out. Like, you saw these workout videos he's posted on YouTube and
workout
stuff. Workout
is totally different than playing a game, football.
Bro. Are you kidding me? Workout videos ain't shit.
I'm just saying, if you get enough, I don't know, you could be at least 80% working out. Nah, like I hear what you guys are saying.
Nah, man.
But
Tom's right, man. It doesn't matter how much you bench press and squat, man. If you can't throw the ball or can't read.
Well, if
you can't put a spike in the ground and do a quick juke without hurting yourself, that workouts don't mean shit.
Well, I'm not saying lifting weights. I'm saying like actual football workout routine. I'm not talking about like lifting weights and dumbbell. I'm talking about actual football routines. He's out there. There's videos on YouTube, actual football routine. Now, I don't know the extent of it, but it's out there.
Contact.
But I don't really think a lot of guys are with the social distancing. A lot of them are not even taking a chance of really practicing together like that. You know.
Are you sure about that? Because you just had two incidents just happen. You just had Antonio Brown, Hollywood Brown, and Lamar Jackson took a picture together as a group holding hands or all the bunched up together. They out there practicing.
Dude, that's like four players out of how many? That's like four players out of how many?
Okay, I'm going to give you the second one. Then you got supposedly Dez Bryant and Dak
Prescott. Play no more.
No, but I'm saying they're still athletes out there, not social distancing.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Nate. No, you go.
Well, the thing is, that's only. Look, dude, that's literally just a handful of players, man. Out of the hundreds, maybe I don't know how many people.
But we don't know if they're not out there. We don't know if they're out there working together or not, and not posting it. We just seen like two of them posted. We don't know if other people are still working out and not posting them. They may be smart to say, hey, I'm not going to post it. I'm out here working with this person, but I'm out here working out with this person. We don't know that.
Here's my 2 cents. Here's my 2 cents on it is that you have Cam Newton working out on video. There's people around in the video. You have also Jameis Winston has put out video of him working out, and there's people around him while he's working out as well. But working out to me is totally different and than playing a 14 game season. You could simulate football moves in a workout, but it's not the same thing as actually playing a full game and a full season.
And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying like the dude's out there at least doing something. It's not like he's just sitting back and waiting on them to come call him and say, hey, jump out your couch to see what you got. He's out there actually doing something. And so that's all I'm saying. It's different than just saying, hey, I'm not doing anything.
This is gonna go back to the whole situation where once you get hurt, you're still not the same anymore. And Cam Newton, ever since he first got hurt, he's still, even when he tried, he got hurt even more. It's not gonna work, bro.
He kind of like what happened to Dante Culpepper, man. Another big guy that used to run around. He got popped enough times, and then
they forced him to come back.
But my thing is, did Cam Newton really have the offensive line to protect him? Like what you call it, like the Chargers. Well, if the Chargers may have an offensive line to keep.
So wait, on that note, Matt, if you didn't have that offensive line, then how did McCaffrey get so many yards running?
I think the offensive line in Carolina is a lot better than San Diego or L.A. Chargers now. Excuse me.
Honestly, I don't know.
How did McCaffrey get those runs?
Teams like that.
Because McCaffrey.
If you had a crappy lineman, McCaffrey wouldn't have gotten the yards he got last year.
Yeah, but on the same side,
running back can make yards. Running back makes yards.
Yeah, but that dude, McCaffrey from the Panthers, man, he's like the most versatile player they got. So he's got to run, he's got to catch, he's got to do it all to get yardage, man.
But you have to have an O line to block, right?
Not necessarily though. That's probably why they got to move him around to get the ball because maybe that O-line can't hold up.
I don't know.
And we don't know if Cam Newton's offense was the same as the Bucs. Hold the ball, throw it deep. We don't know if their offense was the same. His could be just hold the ball and then throw it deep instead of doing the Tom Brady routine, just throw quick shots.
They got a new coach now, so
like I said, I mean, it is what it is. So, but.
Well,
they fired my cousin.
Let's change topics here real quick. Is there anything that you guys been doing since being locked in and quarantined and all that good stuff?
Playing games.
Eat, sleep, play. That's what he was trying to get to. Eat, sleep, and play video games and repeat.
I played Monopoly on the PS4.
Hey Tom.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tom, once all this quarantine thing is over with, I got the new MLB 2020 MLB The Show.
You want a rematch, homie? I kicked your ass last time.
No, you didn't, man. We go back and forth. I know what you're talking about.
Hey, by the way, how is the new MLB 2020? Because that game is only for PlayStation. Because Xbox doesn't get a baseball game. So how is it this year? Is it the same?
It will be soon.
Well, the graphics are the graphics. There's a touch of an upgrade, but they added a whole nother dynamic to the game. They made it a lot more interactive. I don't know if they got ideas from other sports games, but
probably from Madden.
Yeah, maybe it's from Madden, but like your player now, you can develop chemistry with different players on the team to help you guys give each other a boost, or you can start a rivalry and all that. They challenge you to do certain. Yeah, you get certain challenges throughout the game, and you earn characteristics. You could be the team captain, the lightning rod, the heart and soul of the team, or the maverick. Like there's a lot more dynamic features added to your own player and all that to make it where like you don't want to simulate a game. You have to play every game, and like when you want to train your guy to get better, you literally have to do the workouts. Like you have to do the squatting, the box jumps, like completely.
Oh, that's cool.
Completely interactive. It's cool, but it's a pain in the butt, man. So you're definitely gonna kill some hours on that. I've been going back and forth between MLB The Show and Call of Duty.
That's interesting. Matt, I know that you recently downloaded the new Resident Evil 3 Nemesis demo. I downloaded it today. I haven't played it yet, but how is it? Because I wasn't gonna do it because part two I loved all the Resident Evil games, right? I owned them all for the original PlayStation. and to me they weren't that scary, but when they remade the second game recently, that was kind of creepy.
That one
I'm definitely not gonna download that shit.
It was darker and it was hard to see some things, and I didn't finish the entire demo. So Matt said, "Hey, download part 3." I said, "Oh man, I don't know." And he's like, "Come on." I was like, "No, that's too scary, man." So I ended up downloading it. I will play it tonight at night like it's supposed to be.
Good luck to you, bro.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Matt, what did you think of the demo without spoiling anything?
It's similar to Resident Evil 3. I mean, it's similar to the Resident Evil 2. I didn't really get to dive too much into Resident Evil 2 like that. I went and got it on sale, so I'm about to go jump on that once we're done and start playing that. Cause I'm a scaredy cat for these games. Like the only scary game I actually finished was Dead Space, and you introduced me to that.
That was creepy.
Dead Space, and that's the only one I finished. The second one I started.
No.
I finished the first and second one, but that was it. But like with Resident Evil, the older Resident Evil games was scarier. To me, it's scary because you don't see what's coming in front of you. Because
all that crap is scary. I don't give a shit. All of it's scary.
If I can't see it, I can't play.
The angle of the camera was the worst for Resident Evil. Those games back in the day.
This stuff is garbage to me.
The camera angle now is crazy.
No, but the camera angles now But the camera angles now, you see what's in front of you. Like you can see. The only thing that's throwing you off is like if you focus on the zombie in front of you, say you walk past a dead body that's behind you. You don't know if it's dead. You know what I'm saying? You walk past it.
You gotta check.
No.
You gotta check.
No, but you can check. Like you can literally go and check, and it still gets up.
Nope.
It won't get up like at that moment. Like you can start shooting at something, and you thought you killed it, or you thought it's already dead. This motherfucker turns around, he starts battling you. You be like, bro, I shot you. You were laying there.
I feel like it takes a lot more. It does take a lot more ammunition to take the zombies
let's talk
down.
about MLB The Show again.
No, y'all good. We're talking about Resident Evil right now. Like, okay, from what I like it. It comes out today. It actually came out today. The Resident Evil 3 came out today.
All right, that's nice.
I ain't got the money for it right now. So like anybody else.
And I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna finish Resident Evil 2. I'm gonna try to. I'm making.
Even if I had the money, I wouldn't buy it.
I ain't making no guarantees. I actually think I want to stream it. I'm actually gonna think I want to stream me playing Resident Evil 2. Y'all know how I am about scary games. I think I'm gonna stream it and play it, so y'all can hear me screaming in the background. You know, I'm paranoid. You know, black people paranoid. So it's probably gonna be funny.
I remember that last game that we tried at Ed's house. I got freaked the hell out. I don't even know what it was.
That was called The Evil Within.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Evil Within was scary as hell. No, man.
It's similar to that.
I'll pass. I'm gonna swipe left, right, whatever.
Yes,
just
I don't care. Swipe it out of the whole distance. Let's go.
Okay.
We're done.
All right. To get in the brighter note, I also played the Final Fantasy VII remake.
How was that?
It's okay. I like the option. The best thing about the game, they give you the options. Either you can play the classic way, where you take turns.
Are you covering up your microphone because you're muffling your sound a little bit there?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, it's the headphones. It's probably just the headphones.
Gotcha.
But,
battery low.
No, it's fine. It's 100%. What I'm saying is, for Final Fantasy VII remake, it's cool. The options they give you is that you can either play the classic old school PS1 era style, or you can do the Kingdom Hearts style, where it's like freestyle. You don't have to wait turns and stuff like that. The free one is kind of hard because if you play the Kingdom Hearts style, you gotta move. You gotta be quick. You gotta make a decision quickly because the fight's still going on, and this guy's still hitting you while you're trying to make your options. So that's because I had to fight one of the bosses in the game. Like I guess in the demo they gave you a boss in the old school one, so they gave you the same boss to fight in this one, and it's a lot harder because you're playing with two people. Number one, you get switch between characters, and you're choosing like what to do and how to help yourself and stuff like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. So. But I like it. Graphically, the game's good. Do I plan on ever want to buy it? I don't know, dog. I wasn't really a Final Fantasy fan, but maybe because the new fighting style might make me want to go down eventually.
But they didn't release the game in full. It's different episodes.
Yeah, it comes out next week.
So you don't get the entire game. You just get it in pieces. You got to get the first set or the
what
first.
You mean?
The game. Huh? You don't get the entire game.
What you talking about, Willis?
It's kind of like you remember Tall Tale games where they would release an episode every couple months or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
with the Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead one.
No. They charging you $60, my guy, when the game comes out. So which means I want the whole game for $60.
As from what I heard, it's not they're not releasing the entire game. It's going to be in steps just like that. It's going to be released.
You pay $60 for a half a game.
That's what I heard.
I'm paying $60 for a half of a game, bro. Yo, if you would
better get it. You better
listen. That game was long as hell. It was 3 discs.
Refund, homie.
Dude. It was 4 discs.
No, the first when I first got a PlayStation 1, one of the first games I got was Final Fantasy 7, and that had at least 3 or 4 discs.
It was 3 discs.
3 discs.
Yeah.
It was a long game, bro. I've never finished it. I think I maybe made it halfway through the second disc and gave up.
Bro, I never even got to the second disc. The first disc itself was long as hell.
Yeah, I never even played the damn game, so I'm good.
But yeah, so I mean, the demos are cool. They were at least 10 minutes long for each one. Like that, there's a part in the Resident Evil one where I was trying to get back in the door. I came in and I guess I can say this. These 2 Jamaican women, zombies jumped out at me.
What?
They had dreadlocks in their head. That's why I said
you're so racist, man.
Wow.
I'm telling you what they look like.
For being an African American, you're racist as hell.
Oh, boy, I can't say what I have to say zombies. Can I have to just say zombies?
Yeah, say zombies with dreads.
There were two Jamaican. Okay, two black zombies with dreads. How about that? Okay, let me take the Jamaican out. Let me just say the Jamaican. They may not be Jamaican. They could be black. Anyways, the fact of the matter is, I tried to get past them because there was a door that I came in through. There was a zombie on the opposite side that wouldn't let me get back in. So I'm surrounded. I'm like, oh crap! I just restarted the demo, bro. I was like, man, I just
hard restart.
I gotta step away for just 1 second. You guys can continue the discussion here.
Oh, you gotta take a piss.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh man, I was gonna mention something. Okay.
To mention it.
You still mention it?
No, the thing is, oh man, it was like sports related, but
okay.
No, because the thing is, I know Tom watches a few of the games, but it was like all this stuff with like soccer that's going on around the world, because a lot of there's different leagues.
Yeah.
There's different leagues that go on, so like some of them were still playing, some of them were stopped and all that. So because of this whole COVID thing, it's affecting like players wanting to go to different places where it's not as bad.
Yeah.
So like one of the things like Cristiano Ronaldo, he plays in the Italian league for Juventus.
Yes.
And that whole country's on lockdown.
No, they have it harder than anybody right now.
Yeah, so the thing is like right now it's not like he's extremely limited. He can't do anything, and he's kind of getting towards the end of his career, so he's trying to finish out playing. And he was actually trying to go over to the English league, because I guess like the English league or the French league, because they're not as bad as Italy. So he was looking to try to leave. So he was looking to go to either PSG, which that team is already stacked, man. They already got mad players and all that. Or he can go. Or the other option was in English, the Premier League, which is to Manchester United.
Manchester.
That's where he started out too. So yep. I could see him going.
I would go back right there, bro. You know how many jersey sales? You know how many jersey sales he'll get? Damn.
The only thing that sucks is that I already have the Ronaldo Juventus jersey. I'm like, I do have a Manchester United jersey, but it's blank, so I could probably get his name and embroidered and all that.
Do the ghetto version.
Man, just get the name and number on it. So
I'm back. Sorry. I drank too much.
No, I was just saying that because like the whole pandemic that's affecting like different sports, and I was talking about soccer where like in Italy it's so bad that Ronaldo's looking to transfer to a different league, like either the French league or the Premier League. So they were talking about PSG or Manchester United, and I think Manchester's probably more likely. But
I don't get that because the UK's having issues with their thing too. Like
but Italy's more. Italy's like the ground zero right now.
Yeah, but the UK is just right behind the US right now. So I mean, you can't play soccer as it is anyway. So who cares where you go?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's itching to make one more move in Europe.
That doesn't make any sense.
It would be awesome if he retires with Manchester.
Look, I think if he goes to, I think he'll play one more team. Like I think he will go to Manchester if they make this move happen. After Manchester, I could see him.
He retires.
No. He'll come over to the MLS, the American League, when he's older, and destroy everybody still. But he'll probably go to Miami.
Can't play sports right now, so who cares?
Man, I care because there's a lot of transition.
What a hater! What a hater! What a hater!
The hair's talking. The hair's talking.
Says the Bucks fan that just got Brady. That like they're not excited about off-season moves.
Yeah, but
exactly.
You're still in mid-season. It's like the season's supposed to still be going for soccer right now. I think.
Yeah, it's never enough.
Man, but
you know what? Okay, with the NBA, do you think they should just like start the season when it does come back? Do you think should they just start where it is and just go straight into the playoffs? Or
I just think they need to like just start all over when the NBA starts in September they start in October. Sorry, they start in October.
I agree.
I don't think I don't think the NBA should come back in June just for a couple of weeks for the playoffs and then like be off for 2 months and then come back. It just doesn't make sense. I think the season starts in October, truthfully. But
well, yeah, they have preseason in September, late September, and then early October it starts. Yeah.
So I just think you just shut it down completely. And
they're still trying to come back and at least get the playoffs in, because I mean, like they like everything, all this stuff is unprecedented. Like you don't have a 2020 NBA champion, the 2019, 2020 NBA champion. I mean, like kind of like
you just have to put an asterisk on that year and just be like, look, it's just there was nothing that year because of what situation we're in.
I mean, well, it had asterisks where like they didn't have a season for half the season, but they still end up having a season and finishing at all.
Yeah, they should probably put it, like Ed said, they just put like an asterisk for that year. Was it 2019, 2020? Like they should put an asterisk right by it, like last year where the Astros won the World Series. They should put an asterisk for that since they like cheated and they were found guilty.
Cheaters!
So it shouldn't even be like official. Like, that's another thing. I'm waiting for baseball, man. I'm going to root for every team that goes against Houston Astros. It's going to be funny.
Well,
so all these movies that are, like, being canceled. I don't understand how these movies, like the movie Bloodshot. I kind of wanted to see it, but I don't want to spend $20 if they're only offering online to buy it for $20. I'm like, yo,
well, how much were you gonna pay at the theaters to see it? Because I know at my theater I would have had to pay at least $14.99.
I'm gonna go see it on Tuesday for $5.
Oh, see, at my theater it would have been
like $9 to $10. I wasn't gonna spend like a whole $20. My God, like
Nate, at our theater, how much is the matinee? Like $12?
Maybe, yeah, man. I think I've only been to a matinee like.
No, it was like maybe $10, $11 at Epic.
Yeah, but I mean, a standard movie at a standard time I think was $14.99. So what's like $5 more bucks, and you watch it at home?
That's true.
Okay, but that's for you.
I watched Frozen 2. I watched Frozen 2 for free because I got Disney Plus.
Yeah, I got to see that. I got to see Onward was on Disney Plus today.
I was halfway through that movie right now when y'all guys called me.
Onward took my man card. Don't expect that movie to be a joke. I wasn't gonna see that movie, but I watched it today.
Did you cry?
I had a frog right here, man. I had a frog right here.
Oh,
why'd you say man card, dog? Why you just say you teared up a little bit, dog?
I was like, did anybody catch that man card? I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why do you say man card? You just say you teared up a little bit. Like,
wait,
I
hold
teared
on
up a little.
When did you ever get a man card?
Oh!
You set him up for that, man.
What did you, Tom? What did you think of the movie? You didn't cry at the end?
Nah, it was good, bro.
Don't tell me I didn't see it.
His butt was crying, dog. You see the bun in his head?
I'm not gonna say what happened at the end.
Don't tell me.
It was sad. It was sad. To me, it was sad.
Okay, whatever.
It was okay.
Okay. I have a question. One question. Okay, is the ending as sad or as emotional as the beginning of Up?
Never seen Up, so I don't know.
I would say maybe.
I never seen Onward, so I can say Up was. I wasn't really like. Go ahead.
Up.
The beginning of Up was
Up. The wife died.
Yeah, I remember that. I wasn't that sad when she passed. I mean,
you heartless.
Oh, poor guy.
No, I wasn't. At the same time, I wasn't really watching. Like I saw it, but I wasn't really like in tune.
You had nobody to support you. I understand. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Have you guys seen any other movies? I know everyone's been binging Netflix shows and movies.
Yo, there's a show on Netflix that's actually doing. Huh?
Tiger King.
No,
I saw that. I saw that crap. I really did.
I just started. I'm not done yet.
Oh,
I didn't want to watch it.
It gets, to be honest with you, bro, it gets pretty serious towards the middle.
I heard that with so many people watching the show, that man, they're talking about reinvestigating something.
They're not gonna do season 2, and the ladies actually, they're bringing back the investigation on her husband.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
They open the case up. Yep.
Wow.
I didn't want to watch it. I was just like, yeah.
It was interesting.
I don't know what it is. Every time it comes up, I just swipe right. I don't care.
Oh, you swipe right. That means you like it.
No, well, I swipe to the next video.
Swipe
left. I swipe whatever direction to get me in front of it. The point of what I'm trying to say is what I was trying to say. There's a show on Netflix that's actually doing weekly updates. Because most times Netflix, everything that pops up. No, it's called Rugal. It's a Japanese show called Rugal. But I don't know the premise of it.
Of course,
but anyway,
it's Japanese.
Not surprised.
You're missing it. You're missing it. What I'm saying.
I gotta read the series. I'm sorry.
No, the point of me saying this is the fact that it's a weekly. It's a weekly show. It updates every week. It's the first show I've ever seen where Netflix said we're gonna do a weekly updates.
Okay.
Most times Netflix puts up everything. The season is already done. So you binge watch the whole thing. This is a weekly, every Friday or Saturday. Whenever it pops up, it's going to be a new episode.
But you still gotta read it, though.
That's all I'm saying. It's the first time I've ever seen something like that. So I don't know if there's something they're going to be doing, something they may start adding into it, or is it just a one-time, or just for this particular series? I don't know. I'm just saying this is the first time I've seen that.
No, it's not the first time I've seen it. They've got other shows like news shows and stuff that they'll put in.
Ozark just dropped new season. Ozark.
That's not new.
I like
a
it.
new season.
No. I'm not talking about Ozark. I'm talking about like what Matt was saying, where every week they release an episode.
No, I'm talking about Ozark.
What show you know about that?
It's one of the. It's like a political show.
Well, every week a new episode comes out.
Yeah.
This is the first one I've ever seen.
All I know is that come like fall time, which is September, October. That's when like the next season of all our shows comes back. You know, we getting Stranger Things 4, The Witcher 2, and Mandalorian 2,
and a lot of movies that were backed up.
What?
And a lot of movies that were backed up too.
Yeah, I finished that zombie show, The Kingdom, season 2. I know you guys aren't. I know you weren't into that.
Must be nice. We don't know about that.
Well, Ed watched the first season and he liked it, but then he watched the second one and he fell out of it. So
it's the same thing as Altered Carbon. I gave the second season a shot, and the first episode I was
I didn't even try the second season for Altered Carbon.
No, neither did I. I was like, I'm out.
I saw the whole season. Honestly, it was a bit of a slow start in the beginning, but it definitely picked up in the last couple of episodes, though.
I don't need it to pick up in the last couple of episodes.
I mean, they up now.
He just lost 30 minutes of his life.
They do have an Altered Carbon cartoon I saw as well.
Yes, I did see that.
Animated series.
I didn't see that.
There's a Fast and Furious animated series on Netflix, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't watching that. I'm done with Fast and Furious.
Mi familia!
I heard that they greenlit Hobbs and Shaw Part 2.
Yes, they did.
Oh,
we didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
What's the middle figure for? You didn't like Hobbs and Shaw, bro?
No.
What? It was fun.
It was all right, man. It wasn't for everybody, man.
I mean, I'm asking why. I'm just for conversation reasons. Why?
It was just, I think to me it was just garbage. They're just dragging it on.
Yeah, like Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's done.
Well, this is not Fast and the Furious. It's completely different.
Oh, my God. You know it's part of it, dude. If you've seen Fast and Furious, you know it's part of it.
I've seen all the Fast and Furious. The only ones I'm not going to see is this one. That's the only one I'm not going to go see.
Fast and Furious should have ended. You're not going to see because
Fast Furious 5 was the best. The Brazil one, yes.
Yeah,
I love that one.
That should have ended it all. That was the best one.
So are there any movies that you were looking forward to that are now not being shown because of the virus?
Black Widow.
Okay.
Black Widow. That was my main one.
I'm still hoping that Godzilla vs. King Kong comes out.
Yeah, man. Yo, I remember we were talking about when they first announced the Black Widow movie, and I was like, yo, I was calling that from the get-go. But other than the Black Widow movie, I sent Ed a trailer. I don't know if Tom saw it. It's that movie with Tom Hanks. It's called Greyhound. It's Saving Private Ryan, but it was like the warships. It's like heading towards, I think it was like World War I and World War II. That movie looked so intense. Like I would go and see that on a big screen.
Yeah, those. I'm a war flick guy, so I love that stuff.
Me too. And it's Tom Hanks, bro.
Do any of you guys have Hulu by any chance?
Yes.
Yep. Hulu Live. I have Hulu Live.
Yeah, they have a show on Hulu. It's a Hulu original, and it just came out. It's one of their newer ones. It's called Future Man. If you guys get a chance to check it out because it's really funny. The main star of the show is the kid who played PETA in the Mockingjay and Mockingbird or whatever.
The Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah.
He's the main guy in this show.
Okay.
The basis of it is that he has a job that he's a janitor at a like health facility, a building, and his night job is playing video games at home because he lives at home, and so he's playing a game that is unbeatable. Nobody's ever beat, and he's trying to beat it, and he's also trying to become something of himself in life. But I can't continue saying more because then it'll give away a lot of the plot of the story.
Does he get anything out of it by beating this game?
You'll see in the show.
Well, I'm just saying because that reminds me. That sounds like the movie.
Player One.
Hey, thank you, Tom.
Yeah, but this is more on the side of the show's really raunchy. A lot of bad words. Very to me,
Racy?
it's sort of not really. It's more like to me. It's more of like that Kevin Smith comedic stuff. You know, where like a lot of dick jokes and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Oh, like the Clerks. Something like the Clerks.
Yeah, but you got to watch it. It's hard to explain because I think it's a good show. I'm about to finish season 1. I think there's 3 seasons so far.
I just finished Dexter though.
I've never seen that, but I hear it's really good. And of course,
I heard good things about it too.
Only thing I'm watching on Hulu right now is The Resident. But
I heard that's a good one too.
Huh?
I heard that's a good episode too, or show too.
Yeah, the Resident. It's pretty much like a hospital show. It's just
the life of, like what was it, like Mr. McDreamy and all that crap? What is it called?
Like ER.
Yeah,
it's kind of like ER. Yeah, it's like a version of ER.
Grey's Anatomy, ER.
Oh, Grey's Anatomy. There you go.
I don't know if it's like that. It's like I say, it's more like ER. But yeah, I'm watching that. The only movie that I'm still waiting, hopefully that once this is over, that I still want to see is Godzilla vs. King Kong. Everything else to me this year is really, I really don't care too much for. It's whatever. You know, I'm kind of like phased out for superhero movies. I don't really care what happens. Doesn't matter.
Here we go again.
You know,
too many superhero movies.
It's too many superhero movies.
Well, there's a lot of movies that haven't finished filming yet because they've had to shut down production due to this situation we're in.
Nate, because there's not that much fighting scenes. That's why.
Yeah.
Sure.
I bet you he'll watch the Shang-Chi Marvel movie, which is like kung fu.
Oh yeah.
Is that a movie or was that supposed to be a show?
No, that's a movie. It's supposed to be about one of Marvel's first Asian-inspired superheroes. This guy is supposed to be the greatest hand-to-hand fighter out of all characters. Yeah, he's supposed to be like a superhero version of Bruce Lee, but the thing is he doesn't have any powers. He's just so good of a fighter that it's considered a power. But it's like
as long as it's not as bad as Iron Fist, I might go see it.
Iron Fist was straight hot garbage.
Yes.
This is supposed to be as big as Black Panther, but in the with
Asian side of it.
It's supposed to be like an all Asian cast.
Did you guys hear the rumor about Daredevil making a cameo in the new Spider-Man movie?
I heard so many rumors about everything. They said that Captain Marvel 2 is supposed to have Spider-Man and Wolverine in it.
Well, I know the Daredevil was another rumor that even Kevin Smith said too, and it's been like people have been reconfirming that one because I think he's going to be playing, of course, the lawyer role in the movie. He doesn't have to show up in a costume now, but he can show up in the movie as the lawyer just to introduce the character.
That would be cool though. Actually, that does make sense because in the comic books, there was a time where Spider-Man or Peter Parker got framed for a crime by this guy called the Chameleon. And while Peter Parker was locked up and everything, Matt Murdock was his lawyer and trying to help him clear his name in the courtroom. But at night, as Daredevil, he had to go find the bad guys and do his thing to try to see what was going on. So that's like right out of the comic book. I could see them doing that. It would be pretty dope.
The question is, are they going to use the same guy that played Daredevil, or are they going to get somebody else?
Yes, Charlie Cox is going to reprise the role as Daredevil.
They're not going to use Ben Affleck.
No, Charlie Cox.
I'm just saying in general, like, are they going to get somebody else?
The Netflix actor, yes. It's the Netflix actor.
There was another rumor, though. There was another rumor of a different attorney because apparently remember they're trying to do the Disney Plus TV series on the She-Hulk. Bruce Banner's cousin, she's an attorney as well. So they were talking about maybe using her as an attorney for Peter Parker. If it's not Matt Murdock, it'll be her.
No, I think it's gonna be Daredevil because there's too many. I've heard too many rumors with him targeted in that movie, and it only makes sense because remember he was being framed at the end of the movie by Mysterio.
Yeah. And they also mentioned. Did you hear about the rumor about Jason Momoa possibly playing Kraven the Hunter?
Ooh,
no.
That'd be good.
No, I didn't.
I heard that briefly. I heard one rumor he was gonna play Wolverine too. So I'm like, I don't know anymore.
No, they were talking about Henry Cavill being Wolverine.
Yeah, there it was. That's what it was. Henry Cavill.
Yes, Henry playing Wolverine. Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I don't know.
You gotta watch The Witcher. Did you watch The Witcher?
Yeah,
I did. Watch The Witcher. Yeah, it's okay.
So, that's how Wolverine acts, man. He's always pissed off. He grunts a lot. He talks with that kind of demeanor.
It's like a Game of Thrones Wolverine meets each other.
And you can't say Henry Cavill is too big to be Wolverine because Wolverine's supposed to be short, but Hugh Jackman's like 6'1" too. They're both almost the same height.
It's not the height. I don't care about the height. I just don't think maybe his personality could fit that character.
Man, that sounds like The Witcher.
I don't know about that. The Witcher, he does some damage.
Yeah,
with The Witcher.
But it's not like his demeanor. Like to me, Wolverine's demeanor never feels like very laid back. To me, he's always pissed off. You know what I'm saying?
The Witcher is the same way.
That's how Geralt was.
Okay, I'll settle it. I think Tom Cruise needs to play him, Wolverine.
All right, guys, peace out.
It's done.
All right, talk to you guys later. Good night.
Toy Story 6. Toy Story 6.
Well, I mean, like, would you rather have Tom Cruise play Green Lantern?
I would have Tom Cruise playing nothing.
I think that's it for tonight, man.
No, man.
All right, guys. So we out of here.
For real?
Love y'all.
We done?
Yeah.
For real? That was a real curtain call?
I mean, if you guys want it to be. I thought you was calling it a curtain call.
Just because
you just disrespected
Tom Cruise. That's it.
I'm like, man, you're talking about like crazy nonsense.
We're not gonna end the night with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, man.
No.
Thank you. I mean, like, if you think Tom Cruise is gonna play, like, bro, you need to get checked. You may be positive.
Yeah.
All right, so what else do you guys? What else?
COVID positive.
That's some COVID talking.
Yeah, that's a COVID talk. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me ask you how y'all feel about the PlayStation 5 when it does come out. That it's not going to be backwards compatible for all the older model games like the Xbox One is. You know, it's going to be backwards compatible for like maybe the PS4. It's not going to be like for like the 3, the 2, and the 1.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I would have liked it to go at least to PlayStation 2 because I miss my Twisted Metal games, bro. Twisted Metal, Jet Moto, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, like the old school games that they don't make now. Like PlayStation 2 had so many good games, bro.
See, man, the thing is, well, you know, with Crash Bandicoot, they remastered it.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they remastered Crash Bandicoot. Yeah.
They remastered Crash Bandicoot, and it was available on the Xbox, which was pretty funny. I think Xbox has been on this for years now. You've always been able to play backwards compatible, or it's been backwards compatible with a lot of the older, you know, system games.
Yeah.
And I think PlayStation needs to step up on that because there's a lot of people that want to play older games. And I mean, we've talked about this multiple times, but did you see the price range for this? That it's going to be a little bit cheaper than what the PS4 came out as?
Yep.
No.
It better be, man, with, you know, if
you know
you can't
why?
make
because all the bugs going to come out.
Well, I think the PS4 originally came out at $499.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to be at $399 starting.
What?
Makes sense.
Why does that make sense?
Makes sense because it's falling short. It's falling short what it should be.
Because you have no backwards compatibility. Ah!
Thank you. Boom.
You got to think about it. If Xbox is going backwards all the way, they're going to have that advantage of sales. So the only thing you can do is to make it cheaper than the competitor. That's about it, man.
Xbox is backwards compatible right now all the way to Xbox. You can get Xbox One on it. I mean, already.
I mean, Because
I even have hard disk games from Xbox One that I could put into the Xbox, or from the original Xbox that I could put into the Xbox One and play.
Well, see, here's my thing, because if PlayStation is not going to make backwards compatible games, then I feel like they need to step up with their ability to go back and get older games and make them into like, because they're doing Resident Evil 2 and 3, and they did Final Fantasy 7. Like Metal Gear Solid needs to be one of those games that needs to be.
They just remastered Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. They just remastered and did that one.
So is it PS4? Is it PS4 Xbox One graphics, or is it like still the PS3 graphics? Like,
no, it's like PS4 graphics.
Yeah. So I mean, but like, how would you? I mean, do you feel that would it bother you that you had to go back? Say Metal Gear Solid, the first one, Metal Gear Solid 1, and the PS1 or whichever one it came out for, comes back out as the PS4 or PS5 version. Would you be bothered in buying that game because you're getting updated graphics? It's kind of probably a new style of how the game is going to be played. Would that bother you that you have to go back and go buy that game again instead of playing the classic one? You know, as opposed to playing.
It would bother. Yeah, it would bother me. Like if I had to go rebuy the game. But the thing is, I don't know.
But I mean, you're buying this game again, but it's new graphics, a new way to play it. Like Resident Evil 2 is not being played the same way it's being played back on PS2. It's being played differently, and it's better. To me, it's better because it gives you. I see you, Tom. It's better because you get to see the front of you. You get a wider range, and the graphics are better. You get to see this game on the best system.
Problem is that it's not gonna. Modern Warfare 2 is not gonna be released to Xbox until a month later. It's gonna be released to PS4 first, the first month.
It always is.
Ooh.
But I mean, like I said, that's my question. Like, because me personally, I want Metal Gear Solid 1. I don't care about 2 or 3. I just want the original one.
I only play Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. That was the only one.
Oh, you got to play the first one though.
I have the first one. I have the first one.
I played the first one. That was awesome.
I beat the first one, but I have the first one because remember, not too long ago, I bought that the mini PlayStation 1 console.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And that was one of the standard games it came with was Metal Gear Solid 1.
So like the Nintendo GameCube remastered Metal Gear Solid 1, and they did it the way Resident Evil plays is the way that Metal Gear Solid plays. So if I feel like, okay, if they're willing to do that, then PlayStation should be like, hey, let's go ahead and get Metal Gear Solid 1 since that's a classic game. They're one of the best games on the PS1 at the time, and remaster this, which is like they did Resident Evil 2 and 3. Those were the best games at that time for the PS2. I just think like they need to step up. If you're not gonna make backwards compatible games from all the way back, then at least do a poll. Okay, which game would you like to see on the PS1? And you get the one with the highest rating, and then you go from there.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna do backwards compatible for the PS1, just go every year or so. Just do one. Say, hey, we plan on doing a game for the PS2. What game would you want to see done on the PS5? And then we just pick a poll. Whichever one gets the most poll, that's the one you run with. It just if you're not gonna give us backwards compatible games for like that, at least give us options for something to play. Some of our old school games. Now you got to go back and go find your PS3 to play all these games that you got sitting house that you didn't want to give them
Yeah.
So.
So they could make a mini PlayStation 2 and sell you that instead.
You mean PSP?
Well, I have a PS
That's
Vita.
what I had. I had the God of War version.
Me too, man. Me and Tom had the red ones, man, the exclusives.
Yep. I mean, would you be okay with a mini PS2 or a mini PS3 to go back and play those games?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, those games were good. The games for the PSP were so good that they actually remastered them and made it for PS.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so would you be okay buying a mini PS2 like they did a mini PS1?
Like I have the mini PS1, but the only problem is that
handheld games, yo. I kind of miss that.
The PS1 only came, I think, with like 20 games preloaded. You can't put any new games in it, of course. It comes preloaded.
Oh, if you get it, what do we call it?
Broken.
Yeah, broken.
Yeah, but
why would I want to buy something broken?
I Yeah, but I mean, you know, but like if you want to buy a mini whatever it is, and you were a fan of a specific game, you're not gonna get that game in that mini console because that mini console is only gonna put in the games that were the most popular. For example, the mini PlayStation 1 that I have.
But if you get it jailbreaked, it will.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just.
You still gotta wait. You still gotta wait for that. I mean, you still got. I mean.
What I'm saying is that then don't spend your money.
Homie. I don't gotta wait for nothing.
You could jailbreak anything to play older games. So then why spend the money on buying the mini console?
Just to have it.
That's what I did.
I don't know. I don't buy
it had Twisted Metal. It had Twisted Metal 1 on it, so I had to get it, man.
If I'm buying something, I'm going to use it.
But Twisted Metal 2 was the better game. But
yes,
Twisted Metal 2 was the best.
I was never a fan of Twisted Metal, bro.
Oh, good. Get out of here, man. We got to go. It's time to go now.
That's why I like Twisted Metal over Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But and you don't like clowns. It makes no sense. You don't like clowns as a clown.
Because I like to beat up the damn clown. I like to blow him up.
You know he was the boss in the game, right?
Yes.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
The boss?
Just somebody you fought.
No, he wasn't the boss.
They made him look like he was the boss, so that's why I said that.
Sweet Tooth
It was
was
another clown. It was some other clown. It was Dark Tooth. Dark Tooth. The boss. I'm serious.
Darth Vader Tooth.
No, I swear it was Sweet Tooth, and then the boss was Dark Tooth, and you fought him in the Hong Kong level.
Shark bait. It was shark bait.
I remember. I swear. I swear. I played that game so many times. I remember.
Yo, we need a new boxing game. That's what I want to see, bro. I want a new boxing game.
A boxing game, yeah, I agree with you.
That would be good.
Fight Night.
Fight
Night. Yeah, a new Fight Night.
Fight Night was good, man.
The original Fight Night was better before they started
Which one? The original? Like the third one, the second, or like the?
I like the second one.
The second one was the best. The De La Hoya one.
Fight Night round 2.
The one with De La Hoya was good.
Yep, round 2 was the best. Other than that, done.
I mean, I like the third one. I want to play the third one.
It started to get super technical. It started to be a lot like the MMA
like
game.
UFC.
Yeah.
You guys remember?
Wrong with that?
Do you guys remember the boxing game for the 64 called Ready to Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ready to Rumble. Oh, baby.
Yes.
When the cat used to light up whenever he would, ooh, I was the Afro guy.
Yeah, the Afro guy. You had the big blob guy in the game.
Yep. Woohoo.
Didn't they have a chick in there too? Did they have a lady in there?
A chicken.
Probably. A chick.
I thought it was a chick. I think there was a lady in the game too. I can't remember.
There was a girl in there, not a chicken.
I heard that too. I heard chicken. I was like, chicken.
That's what I said. I was like,
chick where did one word. I'm sorry. They put a lady.
Did we go to rooster fighting now?
No, he's thinking about Popeyes.
He's cockfighting.
He's thinking about Popeyes.
I don't remember if there was a female in the game.
Yes, I think there was.
I'm so happy that 2K. I'm so happy that 2K is gonna make a football game. Like it's not gonna be simulation.
I want Tekken to come back.
Tekken's still here, man. Just go back Tekken 7.
Oh, here we go.
Tekken 7 was the last one. You might want to just go buy that one, bro.
I have Tekken 2 on the classic PlayStation.
Tekken 2, Tekken Tag, those were my thing right there.
Tekken 3 and Tekken 4, dog. Hands down, best.
Tekken 2 was better than Tekken 3, bro. Sorry.
I think so.
FIFA.
All right, guys. Is that all we have for tonight, man?
Yeah, man. I'm good.
Hey guys, stay healthy, man. Stay healthy.
Yeah, be safe
out there.
Man, I was gonna say something. Before it started getting really bad, so I started a new job like a couple months ago, and what's funny, everyone started saying, "Oh, stay safe." I'm like, what purge are we having? I was like, I started doing the purge sound because that's what they say in the movie.
Oh,
stay safe. Have a good.
No, stay healthy, y'all.
Yeah, so you guys say stay healthy. If you say stay safe around me, I'm gonna make a purge reference. I'm actually down. Yo, I saw somebody downloaded the siren and started playing it from their car, yo.
Yeah, they did. They did. I was playing
at 11 o'clock?
Yeah, they were driving up and down the street playing it.
Yo,
at 11 o'clock?
I don't know what time.
I don't know. It was nighttime, but they were blasting that, yo.
No, these people got nothing better to do. You're supposed to be inside the house.
That was something I would do. That's something I would do. That's something I would do.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna do that. You know, I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I leave for work in the morning.
There you go.
We're leaving for real this time.
All right, casually kicking it out.
Out.
I need to go get y'all one of these. Real talk. Go get y'all one of these.
Yep.